we have to do this. I thought maybe. Oh my gosh, it's Saturday morning, Chris, and we're here at Memory Bound, and
Woohoo!
I don't know if anybody knows we're here. It's Saturday. It's not Friday. It's not Thursday or Wednesday or Tuesday or Monday. I said all those days backwards.
Yes, very good.
I know, and I didn't plan that either. So it is Saturday, and we're here with a bonus video, I guess you could call it.
Exactly.
Because if you've been following us here at Memory Bound, and welcome, by the way, to Memory Bound. We're in our classroom right now. It's the Iowa State Fair that's going on here in Iowa, of course, right, Chris?
Exactly.
So we have been having blue ribbon products from our staff. So each staff member had to narrow down their favorite thing to one product, and we've been sharing those for the last about 2 weeks. And tomorrow's the last day of the state fair, and we had 3 more items to show. So we're here today.
Yay!
And we're here, the store's not even open yet.
No.
And we are here bright and early on a Saturday morning, and we're going to have 3 blue ribbon products, the Sizzix Big Shot and die cutting machines. And that was Bobby's pick, and Bobby's actually working in another half hour. And what's really funny, Chris, is that Tammy's pick was punches.
Oh my gosh.
And she's going to be here in a half hour also. And I'm just seeing, I don't see her little tag with why she likes punches. So I might have to run back and get it. And then I get to show my favorite product,
Yes,
which is the Honeybee Gems.
Woohoo!
I talk about them all the time. So if you've watched any of our videos, you know I use them a lot, and they're my favorite, and for lots of reasons. And Chris, I'm going to run back and get Tammy's blue ribbon paper, because
Okay.
for some reason I missed it.
Okay, I will
And
show
you
all
can
these
show-
beautiful gems
you
that
can-
we have. I told Kelly she was going to end up costing me money today because I don't have that many packages of gems, and they're gorgeous. Hopefully I'm not going to make you dizzy. We're going to come over here to some of the punches that we have. Here is one of my favorites. We've got a little glare, but I love this one. Use it all the time. I'm sure a lot of you use some of these too. Oh, and there's one of Janet's favorites.
I ran back and I did get it.
Oh, good for you.
So we start with punches.
Okay.
So Tammy, and it's so funny because she and Bobby are both working today. I never thought
What
about
are the
it.
chances?
We could have held off a little bit. But
Yep.
if you have any questions, call us here at Memory Bound after 10 o'clock, and you can talk to Tammy or Bobby directly. So her favorite are punches, and if you're familiar with punches, they come in all shapes and sizes. This is one, Chris, that you used the other day for
Yes,
your card
exactly.
front. This
Yep.
is the Maple Leaf from EK Success. And the cool thing about the EK Success punches is that they fold flat, so you can store them, you can stack them. I have mine stacked on top of each other.
Nice.
And then it kind of shows you what you have right
Oh,
there on
that
the
is
edge.
very nice. Yes.
So when you go to get them out, you just switch the little yellow lever, and you take your paper, and you have a perfect little maple leaf.
Isn't that nice? Very cute.
I like that. And I
Yeah.
heard you mention Janet's favorite, which is this one. She uses this a lot. And let me see the name of this one. It's the Rock Fern. And it also folds up flat, so you can store them on top of each other. And it's got a little slide lever here at the back.
Oh, wow.
And it's got the little picture of what you've got on the side. So if you have a lot of these, which I do, because I like them because they are quick. You don't have to, get out any type of machine. You just pull it and punch it. And that punched really nice. That was
Yes, it
super
does.
easy.
Yeah.
So here's our little rock fern and our maple leaf that we punched out. And those were kind of your basic punches.
Yeah, those are nice.
And Tammy says she likes them also because they're quick and easy. Any age can do it. We've had kids here at Memory Bound in the classroom, and we've brought them back and set out a few punches for them to use, and they can work with them. And let's see.
Let's see what that is, Kelly. That's really cool looking.
This is a border punch, and it is the notebook. It's called the Binding Edge. It's $18.99 from EK Success. I've had one of these for a long time. You notice this is gray.
Yep.
Mine is black because it's an older version.
Okay.
It also will snap down flat with a little lever on the bottom.
Okay.
I do like that little lever. So how you work these so that you get a continuous, kind of like a notebook edge, you can start kind of wherever you want and you punch it. And then when you slide it, you'll see those silver marks and you just line up your pattern right on those marks, and then you just slide it some more. And then you punch it, and then you can go the other direction if you want to. And again, you do the same thing. You just slide it across, and you have this really fun notebook edge.
That is awesome, especially, you know, for people who do journaling and want to put those in their junk journals or travel journal.
And I think it was Katie that did this and then kind of roughed it up, inked it and kind of roughed it up. And it's really cool also, Chris, if you take lined paper and you do this and you have a little journaling box.
Yep,
and that's really a fun technique.
That is a great punch.
So the other thing that Tammy said she likes about punches is you can make confetti. So I pulled out this flower punch, and this is kind of, it's called Flowers and Leaves. It's a layering punch.
Okay.
And you could punch a whole bunch of these out and make your own confetti. Or you could make, if you were having maybe a fall luncheon or a party or back to school, maybe you could punch out a bunch of leaves and you can lay them across the tables or make a banner with them. So they're really fun and easy.
And that leaf is big enough you could write someone's name on it.
Oh yes, on a little name tent.
For a fall banquet.
That is great. We need to have a fall banquet, Chris.
I would like that.
That's all there is to it. We got to do it.
Okay. I'm in.
So those are some basic punches. The other punch that I meant to bring today from home and I didn't, but this is another popular one I want to show, is the tab. And this is also great on cards. It basically punches out a little tab and you fold it in half. So I could have put that like maybe at the top or the side of a project like this, and that would have been really, really fun.
I think a lot of us own that one.
I think we do, because it's so good for different projects, or if you're making a book. I was trying to see if I had used that in any of my things I brought, but I don't think I did. Another kind of different punch is this one, and it punches the notches.
Okay.
And I don't even know what this is called. The banner punch. So it punches those little notches out to make banners. And it will hold 1.5, a 2.5, and a 2-inch piece of paper.
Okay.
So I have cut one of each, and you can see it's got little guides right there so that you can put it in there and see. I was trying to see how much it is, Chris, but it looks like it has no price on it.
Woohoo, bonus.
But it is a banner punch, and you have guides right there that you slide your paper in, and then you punch it, and you get that perfect little V every time.
That is awesome.
And see, that is something I could have added to this project. You know, I could have had, well, let me just rip that off so we can imagine it. Could have had little things coming out like so. And now I ripped that, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have. Okay, but that's all right. So here's the 2-inch, and I just put it in the little guide, and I punch it. And then here's the big one, the 2.5. Although that looks a little bigger than 2.5. I don't think I cut that one correctly. Let me go cut this real quick on the trimmer, Chris.
Okay.
I think that's a little wider than 2.5. So we will cut it down. Oh, by golly, it is a little wider.
That's really a nice, clean cut. I mean, yes, you could do
They're
it by
perfect.
measuring, but you wouldn't get it that perfect.
No, I don't think you would. All right, I cut my paper properly this time. And there's the 2.5. So you can see, and here's our short one, how perfectly that cuts.
Yeah, that really is sharp.
So Tammy, I have to agree that punches are super convenient and handy. There's something you can just whip out and use very quick and easy. So Tammy, thank you for your idea of punches.
Woohoo,
That's our number one,
That's number one
Blue Ribbon product today. And then number 2 is from Bobby, and she works today also, like we said. And Bobby said that she likes the Big Shot because it's easy and it's easy to use. It cuts and embosses, and she also likes the Switch. And we'll show you both of those. That's basically the electric version of the Big Swatch. The Switch. The Big Shot Switch.
Say that 3 times fast.
Let's see, and she has all of them, so she uses them all. So I brought my Big Shot from home, and I happen to have the fold away, which is very much like the standard Big Shot. However, it does fold up. So it folds flat like this, and then the handle slides, and you push a little button. So it's a little more portable.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And that's the fold away. And we do have a fold away in stock. We have the black one from Tim Holtz. So let me pop her open.
That would be awesome to bring to
And
crops.
it does have a little compartment here too, Chris. I've never put anything in there, but you sure could.
Oh, your dye pick.
Yeah, some of your extra things.
Yeah, yep.
Basically, the Big Shot fold away works just like a Big Shot. You have your platform and you have your cutting pads, and I have blue cutting pads because I have this problem at home. I don't know if anybody else does, where I set my clear cutting pads down and then I search all over for them because they're clear, and they're sitting right in front of me quite often.
Yep.
So if you're not familiar with the Big Shot, I'll go ahead and cut a little piece. This is from the Tim Holtz crochet die set, and it's a basic. It's been around for a little bit, but it's got 4 dies. I think it's probably $19.99. I'm not really sure. And if you notice, Teresa taught me this, there's 2 patterns, and there's a smaller and a larger version of each pattern. And I really like this. Teresa's used it a lot. It's a nice little add-on if you're making a card or even a scrapbook layout. So I'm going to put my platform down because I'm using a Thinlit. And then I'm going to put down my paper and my die and then my other cutting pad. So I've got it sandwiched between 2 cutting pads, but I'm going to have the handle over here. And then you just run it through. And we have our crocheted lace.
Wow, that really
piece.
cut that clean,
Isn't
didn't
it nice?
Yes, my goodness.
It looks kind of nice with this.
It sure does with
gray
that gray.
also. If I had maybe not cut that one on the other end, or you could even take one piece, and you could even do that.
Oh,
You
that's
just take
cute.
a piece off of it.
Yes.
Okay, so that is crochet on the Big Shot, and then we are going to go over to the switch, Chris.
Okay.
We're going to switch
To the
over to
switch?
the electronic. So what we're going to do is show you the switch, and we have these in stock. They are $299.99. They're regular $329.99, and I'm so glad that Bobby mentioned it because it's the newest die cutting machine on the market, and it is electric, which is nice if you have any type of hand issues or arm issues or weakness, of any sort. I'm going to turn on the power button, and I'm opening up the front. Now, the cool thing about the Big Shot switch is it's bigger, so I could cut all my dies here if I wanted to. I'm just going to lay them all on here. And this I could probably do on my Big Shot. So, Chris, I'm going to grab another pack of dies.
Okay.
Because the cool thing about it is you can cut out lots of dies at once because you have a great big surface. So I'm going to get out Wildflowers Stems 1, which is another die set I have at home. And just put a couple more on here.
What a time saver.
Oh, I know. I know, it's great. We'll see what happens. We're flying by the seat of our pants, Chris.
That's right.
So I've got it laid out on my cutting pad. And because these are Thinlits, I am using this little spacer.
Okay.
It's called the A tab. And I'm putting them on here, getting them all lined up. Now the cool thing about this is that you can also use your smaller Big Shot platform. You don't have to use your, whoops,
Okay.
it shifted on me a bit. You don't have to use this big platform all the time. I wouldn't if I had smaller things because cutting pads do have to be replaced now and then, and the bigger they get, the more they cost.
Right.
So now all I do is I put it in here and give it a little shove, and I don't do anything else. And you can hear it cracking and crackling, but that is okay. It's perfect, actually.
Well, yes. It's grabbing it and cutting it. Look how
it's just wonderful.
grab.
Isn't it cool, Chris?
Yes.
I do not have one of these at home, but I'm sure going to get one. So then you can see I have all my dies here, and they're all cut out, and they're all cut out at once, and I just have to pull them apart and get all my things out, which we don't have to do that on video, but so you could see I cut all those things out at once. Wasn't that cool?
Well, it's awesome.
So that is the nice thing about the Big Shot
Yep.
Plus switch, is not only because you can cut out so many at once, but it saves your wrists, your hands, if you have
Right.
any trouble with that.
Well, yeah, otherwise, with the regular Big Shot, which is, I use mine all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you've got 6 things there. You would have been
Right,
cutting
we would have
3
been cutting a
times.
few times.
And
Okay, is there any questions so far, Chris, that you know of?
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that.
Chris, is there any questions or comments? Are we ready for our final?
I'm going to say we're
Final,
ready for
final?
it. If you know, if you have a question, I apologize.
It's all right.
Filming isn't my thing generally, so
Well, and I got
Just
things that
ask
fell
again.
over here, Chris. Yeah, ask again. It's no problem. Okay. Now, our final blue ribbon product is the Honeybee Gems. And this was my pick. I guess I'm going last. I'm kind of happy
Yeah.
about that. These are $4.99, and you get 300 gems. They come in lots of color combinations, and we can show you some of this is just some of them. And they have cool names like Ocean Breeze, Rainbow, Summer Shores. This is Perfect Petals. But what I have found is whatever you get almost goes with lots of different things. And I'll show you some samples. Farm Fresh Holiday is a really good one, I think, because
Oh.
it's got your basics. It's got your white, your clear, your gold and silver, and a brown and a black, and kind of a bronze.
yeah, that's really cool.
If you only want to try them out and get one, I would just get the clear, because they go with everything.
Everything. Yep.
So those are the basic ones. White and black are also very, I think I have those to show. Then they came out with pearls. And I have not gotten into the pearls quite yet, but I will be.
I love
Aren't they beautiful?
the gray and the browns.
So you have the warm
pretty.
and the cool pearls, and then the plain pearls. And then they came out with pastel pearls called spring pearls.
Oh, that'd be cute for baby cards or.
And these you get 210. They're a little bit bigger, so
Okay.
you don't get quite as many. And
A lot of people say they love Kelly's bling.
Oh, I love it too. I'm not a big blinger, but I do love that. Chris, I'm going to have a mess here to
That's
clean up
all
when we're
right.
done. So I thought I would bring some samples to show you where the little gems were used. And this is a neat one because a lot of times on butterflies, you could put one just like on the head of the butterfly, or in this case, they're along the body. In this card, they're in the middle of the flowers.
Like I told Kelly, it just adds so much to
There's
the
some
card.
on a little bokeh card.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
I think Diana made
Diana.
that. Now this one has a little bit different gem. That's one of their new ones, and it is kind
Oh,
of more
yeah.
iridescent. And
It's got bigger facets on it.
this is Aurora Borealis. These are $5.99, so they're a little bit more. They've got more facets on them. Is that the right? How do you pronounce it, Chris?
Yep.
I figure you're the one I should ask for sure. Okay, and then here's a project that we just did on the demo last week, and I just added some random gems there on the front, and you can kind of
So
see them. Those are
cute.
green ones.
Yep.
And then this is a project I did last fall, and you'll see they're kind of random, kind of around where the images are. But I used them quite a bit inside, like on the wreath. I don't know if you can see
Yes,
those.
we sure can.
You see that?
Yep. It's giving a little bling there.
And then I did a little circle there in the center of the flowers, and those are black ones on this page. And then I put a few randomly around that flower. And you know, this looks really nice without the gems, but it just looks a little bit better.
It took it up a level.
Now this one, I use the little clear gems. And like I said, if you want to start using gems, this is a great one to choose, is the
Right.
clear ones. And then this has got the Nuvo Drops White Blizzard that's around the edge of them that just
Oh,
kind of
that's-
gives them a little spray.
Yep.
And then I did use them inside. I've got some of the little bit bigger ones inside. And I've got some down there. So I just,
What?
they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun, everybody. So we are gonna use some.
Are we going to do
We're
kind
gonna
of
do a couple.
before and after type?
Yes, we are.
Awesome.
Exactly. So this is a card that I made with the Enchanted Autumn, which was our 20th anniversary paper pack, and we did reprint it this year, so we have it if you want to make it. And I think it's a nice card and everything, but since we're doing
cute.
this and talking about gems, Chris, we're going to add some gems to that.
Well, I can't wait to
Let me
see
go
what
through
color
my
you
let me
decide
go
on.
through my collection. here.
Yes, I'm so jealous.
I think I'm going to add some goldish or yellow ones, so they're kind of subtle. So you can see I just pull them off my sheet, and I like tweezers. You don't have to use tweezers, but I tend to have this thing with my fingers being bigger than what I think they are for picking up fine detailed items. And so I just like to use the tweezers. Okay, so I can do something like that.
Very cute.
And I kind of like that. I think I'll put another one here. And it just adds a few just something extra that wows people when they get your
Exactly.
card in the mail.
Lots of likes and hearts there.
Oh, good. Okay, now that one, I think I'll pull out some of my clear ones on that one. And these are going to be kind of subtle then. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the center of my flower. And I think that's all I would do with that one, is just put a little gem in the middle of the
Aw,
flower.
That's sweet.
Isn't that cute?
Yes. Oh, and did you use the punch?
I did.
that?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Chris. Way to go. Yes. Thank you for telling. I could not have cut it that perfect.
No, that's awesome.
I can tell you I couldn't have cut it that perfect. Now this is a project that is a little flip book, and we do have directions for this if you want to make it, but I thought, gosh, this could use some gems. And let's see, what color do we want to put on that one? Gosh, I don't know. Here, I think I'll do these. These are kind of cool, actually, Chris. And I think I'm going to kind of put them in the middles of the flowers. Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll put a little drop of fine tip glue, and I'll just show you how I do that, because if I'm putting them on like the front of a project like this or an album or something, I want a little extra.
Okay.
So I put a little dab of glue, and I'm going to be upset if my glue is clogged today. There we go.
There we go.
So I just put a little dab of glue there, and then I just put my gem, I put my gem on top. And then it just has a little extra cling.
That's a great tip. I mean, those are sticky, but like you said, something like that people are going to be touching a lot to open and close.
Yeah, and the glue dries clear, so you don't have to really worry about it. So then I decided to add a few little clear ones. See, I can't quit, Chris.
No, well, why would you when
I
they're
can't
so
quit.
cute?
I cannot stop. I'm sorry, everybody. I hope you've got your morning free while we continue to add gems to this project.
Heidi wants to know where you find the directions to the flip book.
It's going to be online if you go to shopping and then go to guides and instructions, and you'll find the directions. And it'll have a picture of this made with this paper, which we don't have any longer, but I'll just give you a little clue. This is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper with one quadrant cut out and scored, and then we've added flips and pockets.
Well,
So-
and didn't you use this quarter to make your
Yes,
flip?
yes.
Okay.
Yep. So
Very
you can,
cute.
when you cut that part out, you can always add more. Now, I think that looks better. I like that
Yep,
a
very
lot.
cute.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know, Chris.
Well, no, it just adds that. Someone wanted to know how you keep this from clogging, and the tip is
It's got this little piece here. I do not leave this sitting open on my desk ever very long. You know, it's not like I would, if I was doing a few things, I would use it. I wouldn't close it right away, and then I would go ahead and put glue on here, and then I might close it up. But I don't leave it open. If it does get clogged, the cool thing is you can take this whole top off, and you can take this apart and soak it in warm, hot water, and then you'll be surprised that you can unclog it quite often.
okay. Thank you.
Unless you have glossy accents or something.
Was the pink folio the school pocket folder that Kelly recently demonstrated?
The green one is. The green one is made out of a pocket folder. It started like this. I cut the top off. There's your two pockets, but then we just fold it a little bit differently. And I have made it for school.
Yep.
So we have done this one for school also. This one is just a couple pieces of 49 and Market paper.
Oh, okay.
And I love the scallop. I saw this scallop thing, Chris, and I just really loved it.
Oh, gorgeous.
Okay, the last thing I want to show, another idea when you are using your gems, is we have this new paper called Spooky from Echo Park, and I thought what I would probably do is take maybe an orange gem and I would maybe put it on this bow tie of the skeleton.
Oh my gosh.
So there's the two together, so you can kind of see the difference. And then I thought with this one that's got all these little polka dots, boy, am I lucky the orange ones are laying out
Yeah.
here. I might just add a few little orange ones on the orange dots. And I think that just adds a little bit of cuteness.
Yes, it does.
So,
And they're not big enough or high enough that they aren't going to go through the mail okay. And you know, it's going to be
yeah,
fine.
they're going to be fine. I don't know if anyone's asking about that, but they'll go through just fine. But isn't that just fun? It just adds a little sparkle.
Yes, it's adorable.
So that is my blue ribbon product. It's the gems from Honeybee. Like I said, I have my whole container of them here, Chris. And what I do is I just keep them in this little box, and we do have these little boxes if you have a collection, and they are $2.99. Oh, $2.49.
What
50
a
cents
deal.
less than I
Yeah.
thought. So that's what I keep mine in, and then I just close them up.
You
And
get quite a few in there too.
yes, you do. I'm like, oh yeah, that one was mine. Yeah, you can. I usually take them out of the package. This one was a new one that I had to have. It's Holiday Traditions.
Oh.
And so that is a newer one. And then I just put them in here and I just keep them
That's
in there and get them
awesome.
out. So that is our gems, our punches, and our Sizzix Big Shot. So happy State Fair, happy Blue Ribbon Days. And everyone, thank you for joining us on a Saturday. That is so sweet and nice of all of you. And we have a cool thing coming on Monday. We're having the grand prize champion. So Janet is preparing a post, and it'll show all 20. I think we had 20
Okay.
blue ribbon products. And then if you vote on Facebook, and it'll be available Monday morning, if you vote for you can vote once for your favorite product, and it's hard.
Gosh, yeah.
And then everyone that votes, we're going to put your name in a drawing for a prize from our Sizzix rep. So, and we'll
Nice.
have all of that information on Monday.
Awesome.
So, hope you can join us today. Chris and I are working with Tammy and Bobby, and we'll be here. So, hope you can stop in and have a great weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good weekend. Bye.